Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to do pretty much like a live type of, not live, but like first impressions on using the Cor-De-Rosa palette from Sigma. Now, I just posted a video that actually went through the swatches of all the palettes, and I did do a tutorial on using the Enchanted palette, which is by far my favorite palette so far. So this is what it looks like. Each video that I'm going to do based on these palettes are going to be a little different maybe from the last. This one's going to be kind of a talk through on how I'm going to create a look. I believe I might just do the warm neutrals or the untamed tomorrow when I get ready for work, and then just do a tutorial and just film it and not talk at all. So, or maybe do a voiceover. I don't know yet. And then, of course, the last palette I might just kind of do a get ready with me type of deal with it and see what happens. So we're going to do, each palette's going to have kind of a different style of video. So I zoomed you in closer so that you can see. My skin's actually calming down quite a bit, so that's good. I'm going to use a base, and I was using the P. Louise yesterday for the first palette, but I'm actually going to be using something different today. I'm going to be using the melted, what is it called? Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow from Too Faced. I actually use this as a base, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And then I do have, use, a brush just for this, so just kind of a flat brush. I believe this one is the Luxie 209, and we're going to use that to blend it out. So you do have to make sure you blend it out really good. This one actually works really well for bases because it sticks pretty nicely. It sticks to the skin. Well, I mean, it's supposed to stick to the skin because it's a cream shadow. So when I wear my mask at work, it does, like, the heat goes up towards my eyes, and that makes my shadows crease because it's getting too oily and too just moisturized there. Alright, so I am going to be using the Sigma brush that came with the palette. Is this the one that came with the palette? I don't know which one came with which. But it is the E38 Diffuse Crease and the E54 Medium Sweeper. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to start, of course, with darker colors. I think I might do a contoured eye. So I'm going to do the dark brown here, which is Bare Root. And we're just going to place this guy on the outer corner. This is usually how I do my eyeshadow, just because I like doing more or less like a nice contoured eye. And I just kind of fluff that end there, just to kind of diffuse. Alright, so I am going to be using the color switch here. Well, it says, what is this? I got it like, where did I get this? This is called Dynasty Group. I can't even find the cap to it, so I don't know what brand it is, but I use it to kind of clean out my brushes. So I really want to be warmer in this, so I might build Shakespeare, which is actually a nice cranberry shade. I might have to do this one. I want to make it more red, because with my shirt, it's Ailstorm, and I want to match the red tones on the lettering for Ailstorm, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it a little bit more red instead of the brown. It's my day off. I need to make some fun colors. But I will kind of mix the brown in there so that it darkens enough but still has that red tone. So I'm just kind of tapping it. And I really like this brush because you're able to get a nice blend to it. I feel like this brush is a little too big to kind of blend out the edges, so I'm going to use a smaller brush, which is going to be a Luxie 121 that I got in the BoxyCharm, and we're going to go in with Summer Song to keep that red tone going. I like this because it fits perfectly, like, to do small detail blending. And that way I can focus more on not over blending. And yeah, I do blow up my crease very high, just because I like to do that. This might be a little too orange for the cause. So I'm going to take Shakespeare again and kind of fluff that inward to kind of blend with it. So I don't want the orange to be too off. And this is just the style that I've been doing for my eyes. Am I saying this is the correct style to do your eyes? Absolutely not. I'm just saying this is what I do. Okie doke. So I got that burnt orange in there, and I kind of want to soften it a little more, but not too much. So we're going to do apricot, this shade right here. This one seems like a nice color to blend the orange and soften the line. Again, I'm using that Luxie brush because I really want to get detailed blend on that. It seems like the colors do blend fairly well, and they're very pigmented, so you have to be very careful. Alright, so it's looking okay. On camera it looks a little choppy, but in person it's not bad. So I'm going to use Veranda, this shade here, and I want to put this one into the brow bone. I'm using that Luxie brush that I used to put the base on, to blend the base on, because the base dries down to a powder, so I'm able to go and use this. This is going to soften the brow bone, kind of blend those colors a little more. Don't worry if it's messy on the ends, that's just how I do my shadows. So we're going to go ahead and take the, what is it, the E54 side, and, ooh, what do I want to use? I want to use a lot of things. I'm kind of liking the gold, of course, so we're going to use Sunspirit or Sunsprite. Sunsprite. That's that sparkly gold shade. And I am not going to even cut my crease, I'm just going to apply it. Because I love how glittery these ones are. And very pigmented. So that's just going to go on top. And then you want to take, I'm going to take the smaller Luxie brush. I'm going to use Shakespeare and actually press that into the gold right in the middle so we can transition the colors and have a nice gradient effect. I'm just going to kind of lightly blend around here. And then the magic actually happens when you get a makeup wipe, wherever I had put my makeup wipes. Get a makeup wipe and you just kind of sharpen that edge where you want it nice and crisp. Just like that. And then you can kind of angle it the way you want it to, too, as well. That was improper grammar. Pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to step off camera. I'm actually going to do the rest of my face, and then I will get back on and finish the eye. Alright, so I finished the rest of my face off camera, and I'm going to go ahead and go back into this, do the lower lash line. I kind of want to take Dark Night, which is this real pretty kind of cranberry. And I'm just going to smudge it with the what is it again? E54. And we're just going to drag that under the eye. And then we're going to take, I kind of want to take Hybrid, which is this coral peachy color, and use that to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Just going to take my brush because I got some fallout there. Just going to brush that away. Then we're going to do the inner corner. Of course, you know, this is screaming at me right now. So this shade right here is called Belle of the Ball. Look how beautiful that is. I'm going to use my finger because I always use my finger for the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. The shimmers in the Sigma palettes are very sparkly. So I'm like, that's a common theme, it seems like. Take a little bit of that brush and kind of just even that out. Oh, that's really pretty. Alright, so we're going to put the palette away and we're going to put some liner. So I'm going to use, and I've been using this one, the KVD Vegan Beauty, I guess you call it now, but it still says Kat Von D on it. Dagger liner. Let me tell you, this is not my favorite liquid liner at the moment, but it's what I have. I do highly recommend the Benefit roller liner. That one's way better, but I need to finish this one before I crack into that one. So what I like about crisping up the eyes is that you can use it as a guide to do your cat eye. Estee Lauder Double Wear Infinite Waterproof Eyeliner, which I find to stick pretty good in my waterline. I also like the Urban Decay Waterline Pencil in Legend. That seems to stick really well. So I'm just putting it on the waterline. Ooh. Alright, and then I'm going to use my favorite trio, my favorite duo, the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer. I promise I'm not being biased. It's just, I really like this duo. And if you like another duo that I like together is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang as a base, and then roller liner or, roller lash or their real on top of it. So like a coat of Bad Gal Bang and then do a couple coats of those other two on top. And also use the primer for Benefit as well, the tinted They're Real. Right, we're going to use the Sumptuous Mascara from Estee Lauder, which I feel like holds really, really well. This duo makes my lashes almost waterproof-like, but they're not waterproof, if that makes sense. Like it's not smudging everywhere, it's not making a mess. Alright, so there is the completed look, and as you can see, it kind of matches my shirt. I really like this palette. I like the Enchanted just a little bit more, but this one is very pretty for a nice warm neutral palette, which I'm curious to see how the warm neutrals is going to work out, because these are a little bit more darker, so I feel like, but that cranberry shade isn't there. But Amaranth looks similar to, pretty sure it's the same exact color as Dark Night. So let me hold the two. There is Amaranth and there is Dark Night. So if you look, Dark Night, oh, and Amaranth, they look pretty much the same. So not sure if it's a repeat color or what, but I kind of don't mind it because it's a real pretty color. Let's swatch them next to each other. Yeah, they do look similar. I would say Amaranth is more on the slightly on the purple side, but you can't really see it on the camera. But they're very similar, very similar. So, not a fan of when companies do repeats and then just name it something different, like it's an exclusive or something. But yeah, I did really love this gold. It's really pretty and sparkly. They blend really nicely. I mean, some parts I've been kind of like out of the loop with blending shadows just because I hadn't worn makeup for 2 weeks. So this is actually not a bad look, so I really like it. So I do recommend this one. I would actually, so far, I would say the Enchanted is going to be my number one, and I'm going to probably rate these from my best Sigma palette to the worst. So far, Enchanted is number one, and this one is last place. Well, from the two, so it's like number one, number two. I still prefer Enchanted more than I do the Cor-De-Rosa, even though I love the Cor-De-Rosa a lot, but this one still kind of really performed amazing, and the color story is really, really nice. So far, I feel like the consistency with the palettes are there. So yeah, if you haven't picked up this entire collection, it is available on the Sigma website, and I believe now it's $98, so you get pretty good discount on that. And up next will probably be, I'm probably going to do Untamed next. Untamed and then Warm Neutrals last, because I feel like that's the order. Well, I kind of went out of order, but I feel like that's the order I want to go into. But Untamed I'll probably film tomorrow and see what I can do. I might just do I always do, if I see sapphire colors, I always do a blue smoky eye, but I'm kind of seeing what else I can do with those olive greens and mustard colors. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking by. Like I said, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I don't know how to do those, but I will try my best to research how to do it. But thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.